VTOL Jet. This is what I feel like I need to know for every Tesla nerd. I know you've been scheming on it. Is it a SpaceX product? Is it a Tesla product? Are we coming out with the VTOL Jet? Elon said we're 3 or 4 years away from energy density at mass scale. Like,
Yeah, there probably is a market for a VTOL jet. I don't know if the market is large enough for it to make sense for Tesla or SpaceX to spend all the resources on it they would need. It would be cool for sure. Elon told us in Iron Man 2 that he had an idea for an electric VTOL jet. And he does. But I think the SpaceX might actually do the Starship intercontinental trips before they would do VTOL.
wow. You think
And
that so that you think that's more likely to actually solve the airplane emission problem, if you will?
they demoed it. So I guess um, I guess Elon has figured out that there's an optimal uh, transportation method based on the distance from the origin to the destination. So if you're trying to get across an ocean, then Starship is probably the way to go. If you're trying to go 100 miles, road transportation is probably it. I love that semi platooning beats the cost of rail. That,
Oh,
that's pretty great. Tesla's going to sell a heck of a lot of Tesla semis if that bears out. Even before there's regulatory approval to have all of the trucks be driverless, you might be able to get approval to have the lead truck have a driver and the trailing vehicles be driverless, right? If they're just playing follow the leader.
wow. Okay, I lied. That my VTOL wasn't the last question. Tesla Semi. Can you tell us why you're so excited? Because you were hitting on some amazing stuff, moving stuff around, not just people. This is going to be a big deal.
Yeah, cargo, I mean, semi tractor trailers are one of the largest contributors to pollution and, climate change emissions, right? So you're not done moving the world off fossil fuels until you've got a zero emission hauling solution. And Tesla Semi is going to do that. Jerome Guillen is fired up. Tesla's president of automotive. He used to run Freightliner for Daimler, their truck division. So he knows over the road trucking. And they've had a long time to work on that Tesla Semi and the mega chargers. I think their solution is better than the ones that we
Don't
heard
say
Charles
it.
Milton using at Nikola. He wanted to make people stop at hydrogen stations. He was going to spend $10 million per hydrogen station and then have people drive their hydrogen trucks to it to refuel and then go pick up their freight and then go deliver it and then come back. That's a dumb solution if somebody else has a battery electric vehicle that can install mega chargers at your distribution center. So you go to pick up and you plug in and you load your truck and then you drive to the destination, which is also a distribution center. You plug in there,
Hmm.
right? You got a full charge all the time. It's a much more efficient approach and it's going to lower the costs. The two chief costs of trucking companies are labor and fuel. The Tesla Semi addresses labor and fuel. You can drive down your two highest costs. You can improve your bottom line enormously. The payback period for these vehicles is short. If everything works as advertised, these things pay for themselves in 2 years. Tesla might not be able to keep up with demand for a long time to come.
And it's such a fascinating microcosm of the way Tesla develops this battery technology that we're talking about at Battery Day. You know, they scale batteries, they can build them super cheap, that are super efficient, that can meet these performance specs. Like oh, they're 5 years ahead, they're 7 years ahead. We always tout these numbers, and the semi truck is actually that IRL example of that product that's going to be 5 years ahead of the competition. That no, you need batteries that are that cheap, that are that efficient, that can charge that fast, that can last that long, that can be in that weather. You need all of that technology to actually be able to launch this semi truck. So even though that tech's been developed, we haven't even generated a dollar revenue from the semi truck. All that hard work has been done, and now we're in the process of monetizing this technology. And it's going to be 5 to 7 years where Tesla's just got a massive green space opportunity and first mover. And so I just love this example of like how you can see it. They've developed it, they have it. There's billions on the table. It's just about sweeping them in now.
Yeah, China has done a really good job electrifying their bus networks. So there's some major cities in China. I want to say Shenzhen is one of them, where they've got hundreds and hundreds of electric buses, and they've got overhead charging devices for them at the bus stops.
Oh,
So every time,
Seattle has that too, actually. Like the roads,
oh
they
yeah,
your bus has like the cords, like it's always plugged in, basically, right?
yeah, yeah. So that's a good solution. But I haven't seen them foray into hauling for semi long haul trucks. You could see Chinese competitors come in. What they don't have is the autonomy solved. Nobody has the miles advantage that Tesla has. Real world, not a stupid computer simulation. They know what all the wacky edge cases are, and it's just a matter of iterating on their latest um, build of what Andre Carpathy is working on, right? Uh, yeah, in China, they've got partial autonomy, but they still need safety drivers on their buses. So maybe they'll catch up at one point, and then Tesla will have competition from them. But it's looking pretty wide open to me.
Yeah, and the flip side of that is I think the Chinese government's really on Tesla's side, and if there were to make, a special lane on the highways for electric autonomous trucks, I think China would move on that a lot faster. And so I actually think that's kind of a sleeper moment is like, wait, oh, in that video game where they dropped the new Model 3 in China, there was this big hype up. What was delivering that Model 3 in China that was driving around the highways in China delivering stuff? A Tesla Semi. So I'm like, ooh, the Tesla Semi in China. I like where we're going.
Nice. Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to.